Hi, this is Dr. B. In this video, I'm going to talk about our new project, the Science Writing Essay, and give you some tips for developing your essay. One of the most important skills you are practicing in this class is to tailor your writing to a specific audience. You've practiced writing to professionals, now we're going to practice writing to a public reader. So, to recap, up to this point in the semester, we've worked on communicating about science or research to fellow professional audiences. When we write to a fellow professional audience, we have a specific set of challenges. Though our reader is a professional and may be generally very knowledgeable, they may not be an expert in our specific field or topic. We have to think about what they know in terms of background information and what they need in terms of context to understand our results and the relevance of our work. However, we don't really need to educate our reader or give them too much broad background information. We also learned that a lot of professional writing is persuasive, even if not overtly so. We are subtly arguing for the relevance of our work and justifying our methods and interpretation of results. Though we are writing for a public audience, since they are a professional one, they tend to be smaller and less diverse in terms of their educational and professional background, and they're highly motivated to read our writing. Now we're shifting gears and writing for a public lay audience. When writing to a public audience, we have a different set of challenges. One of the mistakes people often make is that science writing is about educating an ignorant public. This just isn't true, but there are some specific challenges to writing to this audience. First off, the audience pool is larger and more diverse, especially in terms of their professional background and education. We may have people who are very familiar and knowledgeable with science, or someone who only has a passing familiarity with science. Second, there are a more diverse set of reasons why our readers are interested in science writing. They may just want to learn. They may be researching a topic for personal reasons. Maybe they're writing a book. Maybe they're looking for inspiration. Maybe they want to make a decision about healthcare or how to vote. There are many reasons to read about science. Education is just one small reason, but novice science writers often make the mistake of thinking their sole job is to inform or educate their reader. Third, our readers are less motivated to read our specific writing. That is, they have options, and if they're bored or they don't like what they read, they can go find something else. So there's a lot of competition. Finally, we have to figure out how to translate complex and technical information in a way that is understandable, interesting, and relevant without treating our reader like an idiot. This is the biggest challenge for many writers who are used to academic writing. What we find most interesting in academic writing is different from what a public reader reads, needs, or wants. In most academic writing, we are informing our audience using subtle argumentation. In public writing, we often use different rhetorical strategies to make our writing immersive, interesting, and entertaining, even while informing our readers. For this assignment, you will become a science writer. You will write an essay that translates scientific or specialized information to a public reader. You'll tailor your essay to a specific audience by choosing a publication to target. You don't have to publish this in real life, but I encourage you to do so if you like. Here are some tips for developing your essay. You can write about almost anything as long as it's related in some way to science, health, or technology. I'll post examples of different kinds of science writing to our weekly lessons for you to explore. This should help you see the diverse kinds of writing out there so you can pick the style you're interested in. You'll also want to pick a topic that's narrow in scope. A successful science essay is very focused on a singular event, topic, person, or occurrence. This is very different from academic writing, which tends to have a broader scope. You may start with a general idea, but as you go, pick a focus for your essay. Is there a particular concept, event, person, or thing that you'd like to use as a lens for exploring a larger issue? Are there particular social, cultural, or political factors that influence this topic in some way? You also need to find some kind of research to help you. Remember, this is about translating scientific or specialized information to the public in a relevant, interesting, and engaging way. So, you need expert information to translate. Think about your particular stance as a writer. What do you want to do? What do you want to say? Do you want to educate, persuade, critique, or entertain? What is your original take on this topic? What do you have to contribute? Think about how this is relevant to your reader. We want our reader to read our work, so we have to make them care. How does this impact them? Why should they care? What are they interested in? Profile your audience. Pick a specific publication to use as a guide and tailor your essay to that publication and their readership. Most publications have information about their readership and audience that you can use to tailor your essay. Next week, we'll learn more about specific rhetorical strategies writers use to translate information to a public audience. After that, we'll briefly discuss ethical implications of science writing and critique some examples. If you have any questions, please reach out.